Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 174 on my countdown to retirement. So, I only have 23 days to go until my cruise, and check in starts on Sunday. So, I need to start making my final arrangements regarding transportation to and from the Atlanta airport, the international one, as well as transfers from Heathrow down to the ship, and then from the ship to the Reykavik airport on my way back. And then I need to prepay my gratuities and do any last minute tweaks to any excursions I want or any other specialty dining or things like that that I'm going to do while I'm on the cruise. Still TBD, but I will be taking care of probably the vast majority of those items over the weekend. And then my wife and her twin sister received a 40% off coupon today from Kohl's. And so it was burning a hole in their pocket. so they went off because my sister-in-law wanted to buy a new toaster. So they went off to Kohl's and subsequently found out that you can't use the coupon on the toaster. So that being said, my wife had been looking for a specific kind of shirt that I like, which is the Essential Peak Polo, 60% cotton, 40% polyester, and it has a UPF of 35, so it's got built-in sun protection, if you will, UV protection. So anyway, my wardrobe of shirts is getting pretty well worn, and in advance of retiring, it would be nice to have a refreshed wardrobe of shirts that I can wear, if the price is right. So while she was there, she started sending me a litany of photos, showing me different colors that were available and whatever. And, lighting is different. She was having a tough time with the Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi, from the 5G inside the store. She had to keep walking over by the door so that the photos would come through. Anyway, ultimately, I told her a quantity of each of the different shirts that I wanted, and then I asked her to take the shirts and go stack the shirts, and then take a picture of all the shirts in one fell swoop, go over by the door, transmit the picture to me, let me look at the shirt colors one last time. Then I gave her the okay to buy them for me. The shirts normally sell for $14.99 a piece, and with her 40% off coupon, it ended up costing me $98.93 for 11 shirts, or $8.99 per shirt plus tax, which from my perspective is a darn good price, and so I was pretty happy with the purchase. And then she brought the shirts home, and then I laid them out on the bed and took a quick picture there. But I laid them out on the bed to compare against the pictures that I had on my phone to see if the colors really matched. And while they weren't exactly matched, they were close enough. So I was happy with the color choices that were there. Then later in the day, I had two deliveries, one from Amazon and one from UPS. And so the UPS guy dropped off my new GoPro camera and my anamorphic lens, and the the Prime guy, for Amazon Prime guy, dropped off all of my GoPro accessories, plus a pair of baking sheets that we ordered, and a thing of these little plastic storage bags that my wife wanted. So got all that in today. Then my sister stopped by my mother's to check on the progress that they're making on the impact windows and doors. They took down the dust wall today for her dining room window area because they have to do they did all the work from the outside, but they have to do the last window from the inside. They had to take the wall down so they could get to it. She sent me a picture to give me a rough idea what's happening, and then they're supposed to come back tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning and finish it up. And then she was able to go see one of my mom's friends in the same building that has approximately the same view as my mom has, that has already had her windows completed so that she could see what it was supposed to look like when it was done. So she went and sent me a picture of that so I could have an idea of what the final product's supposed to look like. So she thinks my mom will be happy once everything is wrapped up and the guy comes back to do the finishing work. Uh, she thinks everything will be good. Um, then, when I was perusing around on LinkedIn, I came upon um, a drawing by Arbor Data Science showing the per capita cost projections of the 2025 natural disasters. And unfortunately for the folks in Louisiana, it looks like they're projected to have the highest cost per capita for natural disasters in 2025 at $547 per capita, followed by the folks in Florida at 416 and the folks in South Carolina at 413. Then I got a chuckle when I went and I was looking at some reels, and all of a sudden I came upon the perfect bed for a hot blooded guy like me. And then for dinner, I ended up grilling a skirt steak that I bought from Lidl, and it was the first one I had gotten from Lidl. And it had a little more fat and silver skin on it than I'm used to, but it wasn't that hard to trim up. So I took care of that, threw it on the grill, um, probably, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes per side, something like that. And then, so it was pretty quick. And then, and it tasted good. And so I knocked that down. And unfortunately for me, it just, uh, it didn't satisfy my hunger. So I ended up making 2 pastured eggs and 5 pieces of bacon as a chaser. So that did it for me. So I was pretty happy with how I felt after that. And that pretty much was my day. So, tomorrow I expect to do an unboxing of my various GoPro components, probably look at some videos on YouTube regarding the optimized settings, sit down, try and set up the camera, make sure that I know how to use it properly, test it out. Um, as well as doing my normal financial reviews for the week, which, given the end of week tariff conversations and stuff and the way the market behaved the last several days, once Trump started talking about the Canadian tariffs and the Brazil tariffs and the other tariffs that were way higher than people were expecting, I'll see where we end up. But I know it'll be down, but I just don't know how much. Anyway, that's my update for today. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a great evening, and until tomorrow, take care.